We know him as the first president of the United States, the commander of a revolution, the father of a nation. But behind the iconic portrait lies a man with stories few people have ever heard. Tonight, we uncover the hidden chapters, the forgotten struggles, the secret life of George Washington. George Washington did everything he could to avoid becoming president. In letters to close friends, he wrote that he longed only for quiet life on his farm. But the nation insisted. America needed a leader without greed, a man whose power came not from ambition, but from responsibility. Few people know that Washington survived smallpox as a teenager. The disease scarred his face and nearly took his life. This experience shaped one of his greatest wartime decisions. He ordered mass inoculation for the Continental Army. It saved thousands of soldiers and may have changed the outcome of the revolution. The popular myth claims that Washington had wooden teeth, but historians uncovered the truth. His dentures were made from human teeth, animal teeth, gold, and lead. Wood was never part of the design. It remains one of history's strangest misunderstandings. Before he became a legendary commander, Washington suffered a humiliating loss at Fort Necessity. He made tactical errors, underestimated the enemy, and was forced to surrender instead of breaking him. This defeat turned him into one of the world's most calculated military leaders. Washington was born into a world where slavery was accepted, but as he grew older, his views changed. In his final will, he stated clearly, "All enslaved persons under my name shall be granted freedom." No other major leader of his time took such a step. It was his last and most personal act of justice in his farewell address. Washington issued a chilling warning. Political parties would one day divide America, turn citizens against each other, and threaten the very freedom they fought for. More than 2 centuries later, his prophecy feels eerily accurate during the Revolutionary War. Washington quietly commanded a covert intelligence group called the Culper Spy Ring. They intercepted British messages, broke codes, and delivered vital information straight to Washington. Without this silent network, victory might have been impossible. History remembers George Washington as a symbol, strong, perfect, unshaken. But the truth is far more human. A man who fought illness, failure, and doubt. A leader who rose not because he wanted greatness, but because greatness called his name. This is the untold story of George Washington.
If you want to uncover more stories from the mysterious savannah, subscribe now and step back into the ancient